shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed. A man shall be afraid. Right? Let's continue. Sorry. And men shall be afraid. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for the great tribulation. Right? So because of the lack of bread, you're going to have no mercy. It's food from your neighbors, yo. Right? Because they're just seeking out surviving for themselves. And that society is going to be created, and that chaos is going to be created by what? Food, rationing, shortages. Because they create a society where every nation is dependent on what? Import and export. Right? As I always say, Jamaica don't provide enough food to feed the population. So you would like to be in the street, you don't know where your food come from, you're not planting, you know what I mean? You just go into a store and you take out your money and you buy it because you did it. Very soon, you won't be able to go into a store and do that because it won't be there. You know what I mean? What happened in Ukraine? When Russia and Ukraine kick off the little war over there, guess what? They all back and a lot of their resources for themselves. And even though they're not in a war. Because when nations realize that, hey, guess what? There can be a chaos where we may not have enough to feed ourselves. They're going to preserve what they have in storage. So they can ration out to their people in that time. So for those in Jamaica who love rice and peas and all these other meals that they enjoy, guess what? You don't grow rice. You don't grow peas. When I go chicken and things and say you're going to buy a food, guess what? You won't be there. You won't be able to cook your Sunday dinner like the norm. Because again, it won't be there. That's what we're talking about, yo. We're talking about famine. Alright? And in that time frame, when you have this chaos taking place, guess what I'm going to try to do to you people? Mark you with the m.o.t.b. Oh, you want food? Yes, man. Come, take the chip. You know what I mean? Would you want our temptation? To prove if you are for them, for the system, or against the system. Like I said, the UK, that you won't be able to buy. Well, basically, they're saying you won't have a work if they don't have an ID in digital system that is to come. They're going to make that monetary, basically. That if you not work with the system, then you are cast out. No, that is not the m.o.t.b per se, but that is a part of the system to come. The framework is basically being created. Now we're ready for transition to the full-fledged system, m.o.t.b. The Bible speak against. It is smooth and easy for them to push it out like that. But if you're not watching and observing and paying attention, it's going to miss you and you're going to be caught in the trap. Alright, let me go to the next precept. Alright, so let's go to Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear It says, he that leadeth into captivity. No, sorry, that's I'm reading the wrong thing. My bad. Because I'm going to get that as well. I just wanted to do that as well. But let me get to what I really want to. It's Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So like I said, you know what I mean? They're going to cause you not to be able to buy and sell except you receive a mark, which is the m.o.t.b, again, the R.F.I.D chip. Right? And if you don't have that, basically, because what them say, the system that they're implementing, if you don't have the ID, the digital ID, then you won't be able to work. And like I said, if you can't work, you know you're going to get paid. If you don't have any pay, you don't have any money. If you don't have any money, therefore, you won't be able to buy or sell. And it goes into a lot of other things as well. It goes into what? Monitoring you on social network, basically. Social platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, and all these other social networks, TikTok, and all these places. They're going to be able to put your information in one docket per se. They don't have multiple accounts, because as it stands right now, you know they can track you. Nonetheless, it's a little difficult for some people to be tracked because some people are more tech savvy than some. So some people create multiple accounts. You know what I mean? So them call Finsta for Instagram, fake Instagram basically. Or other accounts basically that really don't attach any personal information to themselves. So therefore, they can, you know, say and do what they want on the internet, which is what committing what so-called cybercrime and all these things. So it's challenging to somewhat or to some extent. Again, they can if they want to find you, really, but they give them a little more work per se to reach you. So therefore, when they're able to digitalize everything and to limit it to one platform, you know what I mean? You're easier to be monitored and to be checked. And that's what they want to do. The society is creating a society where the so-called white man is claiming to be what? God. He's trying to be like God. Watching their every move and basically deciding when you should be punished or not. Because it's not like they're going to establish righteous laws in this society. No, you're against them. Guess what? Off with you are prison. Or you're restricted from society. You can't do this activity. You speak about the Bible. No, you're not dealing with our thing. You're dealing with God. So therefore, you're turning you against God. Which is why the most that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua wanted to what? To not take the chip, the R.F.I.D chip, the m.o.t.b, because you would have decided who is your power in that time. If you do so, alright? So that's what they're gonna basically bring that out. But like I said again, there's a flip to it, because the ones that are faithful, you know what I mean? The people that are believers of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we will be saved from under this time period. He's gonna feed us just like back then. You know what I mean? He's gonna protect us against what is to come. The saints of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will prevail. And again, the saints are you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Predominantly, as I said, majority, well, our people are those people, yo. We're all over the world, looking like every other people nonetheless. Right?